Hello everyone, my name's John from Sons of Asgard and welcome to our channel. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at loose incense and the different ways in which you can burn it. So the reason why I'm making this video is because on our social media we've posted over the last few days a couple of reels and a couple of pictures that show us burning loose leaf incense, and people have been commenting and messaging us personally asking how to burn it. They don't know whether they're doing it right, they don't know what to do, what not to do, so I thought I'd jump on and share with you a few different ways in which you can burn it and the different types, be it tree resin or loose leaf incense. I will be using our Forest Witch incense blend for all of the burning today, and as you can see inside, loose incense that we create is made up of tree resin, so you've got things like frankincense, some leaves, some barks, some berries, you've got juniper berries in there as well, and we've used some essential oils to bind it all together. So that's your loose incense. And then if you want to use just tree resins on its own, this is an example. So this is the Sandarak gum. So it smells a little bit like frankincense, but it's a wee bit sweeter. So this is what the tree resins normally look like if you're just burning it on its own. So first up on the utensils to burn is the loose incense burner. So this is the grey pentacle burner that we have in store. It's made with soapstone, so all of the little discolorations and different marks on there are all unique. This is the gauze, and this is just something that you can take the gauze out once it's cooled down. So candle goes in the middle bit there, gauze goes on top. Now if you want to keep the gauze nice and clean, what you can do is place a little bit of silver foil on top. For this purpose I'm just going to leave it like this, just so you can see the candle through and how it smokes with it just on its own. So tea light candle in, and then what we'll do is lighter, light the candle, gauze on top, and with the incense that we're using, literally all you'll need is just a little bit on top, and you'll already see the smoke starting to go. It's as easy as that. So all of a sudden you're getting the smells of the tree resins, the herbs and the essential oils all combined together, and what this will do is this will just lightly smoulder and it will slowly turn to charcoal or carbon, and then once it's stopped smoking, all you'll do is just agitate it and let it start smoking again, and that's that used. So like I say, if you were using the silver foil on top, you wouldn't get as much smoke coming from this, and then once it's finished with, you'd then be able to take the remnants of the loose incense out. We'd probably say pop it in the garden just so that it can go back to Mother Earth, and then dispose of the silver foil, recycling or in general rubbish, or you could reuse it for your next resin or your next loose incense blend. So that's the resin incense burner. So next up on our list is a essential oil burner. So this one isn't available in store, but it was brought for me for one of my birthdays by a team member, so I thought I'd use this as a good example. And again, it's not got the gauze, so this is where you would normally put your water and essential oils, or if you've heard of something called crystal incense, which is salt that's got essential oils and herbs in. You can pop that in with no water for the salt. Tea light underneath, and then as it warms it releases the fragrance. But we're going to use the forest witch incense, so pop the candle in, light that one. So with this one, because we don't want to damage the base, because if you want to use it for essential oils again, what you'll need is some lovely silver foil. So you've got shiny side, dull side. Shiny side down, make sure it's pressed right up against the bowl, just so you've got that connection there. And then again, forest witch incense, so we're using the same one. Just pop a little bit on. So with this one, it will take a little bit longer to actually get that fragrance coming from it, because it's burning up the ceramic and then it's heating the foil and then the incense inside. But it works on the same premise as the loose leaf resin burner. So you'll get that fragrance, you'll get that aroma, and then once you're finished with it, you can always dispose of the loose incense in the garden, and then you can dispose of the silver foil or keep that for the next time you use it for your loose incense. And there we go, nice and easy. So lastly, we have got charcoal. So what I've brought along is one of our charcoal burners, and what I've done is I've placed some sand in the top. So we've designed these with the ceramicist so that you're able to use charcoal, and the sand is just there to help with the heat absorption. So what you'll need is tongs and charcoals. So I'm using these ones. So these ones are bigger than what you may find elsewhere, which are available online or in store. And we're going to give it a light. There we go. So with the charcoal, obviously it's going to be hotter than a candle, and what we'll do is we'll wait for that to finish lighting fully. When it comes to charcoal, please don't wait until it goes grey. We hear a lot of people in store telling their friends, talking amongst themselves about how to use charcoal. If you're waiting for it to go grey, it's then oxidizing. So the air's gotten into it, it's burnt the top layer, and you're wasting the burn time with that charcoal. So what we normally say to people is wait until it stops cracking and popping, which is the saltpeter that's burning. There we are, you should be able to see that on camera. So once that's finished and you don't hear anything anymore, that's when you can start putting your tree resin or your loose incense on top. It is the smokiest out of the three options. If you're burning it indoors, please do make sure that any cats or dogs have the option to leave the room or the space that you're burning this. And if you've got any caged animals, so birds, guinea pigs, hamsters, or fish not caged in a fish tank, try not to burn it near to them. They can't leave the room, whereas if you've got a cat or a dog, they will let you know that it's not something that they like the smell of, and they will go with their own accord. It is very smoky depending on what you're using. For this I'm using the forest witch incense, so it will get a little smoky, so I'll pop a little bit on and then I'll pop this outside once I've finished showing you guys what it's like. So finished cracking, and again using the forest witch, if you can see that, forest witch, and what we'll do is with the tongs a little bit on top, and there you go. So charcoal is what we'll use outside in the shop, just because it does get quite smoky. I don't know whether you can see on camera. So there you go, that's your charcoal. So once the charcoal goes grey, you won't be able to feel the heat anymore. If you put your hand over the top, you won't get any heat from it. So as you can see already on that side there, it's already starting to go grey. So that means it's lit and doing its thing. So that should be letting you see just how much smoke is now coming off. And that's after about a minute burn time. I think it looks amazing. But obviously totally understand some people don't like smoke. If you're asthmatic, COPD, conscious about burning stuff indoors, this is probably not the best way of burning your loose incense. So there we go, just thought I'd share that with you, just the smokiness of it. And there we are, that's just a few ways in which you're able to burn loose incense. I hope that's answered some of your questions. Obviously, if you've got more questions, please do drop us a message or a comment in the section below, and I'll respond to you as and when they come in. Just so you guys are aware, there are a couple of courses on the Academy in regards to loose incense. We've also got a few kits on our website. So we've got a resin incense kit. So that's got 6 different tree resins, the burner and candles, tongs and a wire brush. We've also got the magical incense burning kit, which has got the burner for different jars of loose incense. And then we've got the incense making starter kit, which has got about 45 different bags full of berries, barks, leaves, roots, flowers, petals and resins. And in the booklet we've given you a couple of recipe ideas, so a little bit of a framework for you guys to then create your own scents and smells. We do also have a incense making workshop coming to our shop here in Glastonbury, so keep an eye out on socials and the website for that. That is coming very soon. So with all that being said, I hope you're keeping safe and well. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget, if you are liking the content that I am posting on YouTube, I know it's been a little bit of a break since my last video, but we've moved the shop around, we've moved house, and we've had to train up a new member of staff, but I'm back on it, so there'll be more coming through on YouTube soon. Please do press that subscribe button, make sure you turn on all notifications and give this video a thumbs up. It really does mean a lot, and it lets me know that you are enjoying what I'm posting. So like I say, I hope you are keeping safe and well, and I will see you in the next video. So just now that it's cooled down, the gauze on the loose incense burner, if you are using it without the silver foil and you want to clean all these little bits here, you're going to need a wire brush. So once it's cool, a wire brush over a bin, there is a bin down here, and all you're going to do is, so you see all that, all you do is give it a scrape, and all pretty much gone. So if you've got any bits like this, with a long lighter, just light it so it burns. Once it's stopped flaming, give it another scrub, and it will be clean and ready for you to use again.